My name is Koukoullis and I'm a Social Value Manager for Willmott Dixon Interiors.
My name is Alison Brough. I'm the Principal Environmental Manager based up in Construction Manchester.
We went to Uganda to visit the Borehole projects, which is a carbon offset project which is part of our drive to become a carbon neutral business.
The boreholes have been installed because it reduces the carbon impact in Uganda. People aren't having to burn firewood to boil their water to get access to clean water. Willmott Dixon work with a carbon trader called CO2 Balance who identifies the projects that can have an impact and reduce carbon, and they highlight those to us, and then we're able to fund the development of the boreholes.
Education we start for Uganda. Uganda is the nation, the part of Africa.
The second primary school we visited has had a borehole installed, and that has allowed 1,000 children to have ready access to clean water.
We need you when thirsty. We need you for washing.
We heard some beautiful poems and songs, and they did a specific song about clean water and how water is the source of life.
Yeah.
And we just freely open our taps every day and drink water.
Before the rainwater harvesting, or like even with the rainwater harvesting, the children are leaving school at lunchtime to walk the 3 kilometres to the nearest borehole to get water, and very often are not coming back for their afternoon lessons because it's just too far for them to walk. They wouldn't make it back in time.
Having water in school now means that they don't have to leave school, that they don't miss out on education.
In the first school we visited, Willmott Dixon have supported the construction of a pit latrine for girls. There's over 700 girls at that primary school.
Some of the girls will still be in primary school up to the age of 16, and the facilities, that it was literally just a hole, no doors. So a lot of the girls were dropping out of school.
They now have girls in regular education, attending school on a regular basis, but also more girls are wanting to come to the school because they are aware that that facility is there.
It's not easy to be a child. They are suffering, children suffering day and night.
Many of these children will become street beggars, which is really heartbreaking. But hopefully with our support,
we'll make a difference.
That this is going to be the start of something really special.
So in terms of the village that we visited, the borehole is at the centre of the village. So the women who are the water carriers and fetchers in Uganda no longer have to walk so far to get clean water for their families.
Women would have to go and collect the water daily. So some of the things that they're at risk of is being sexually abused on the way. The fact that the water was now closer to their village, it meant that they were at less risk. They told us that the borehole that was installed would provide fresh water for 1,000 people. What's so humbling is just seeing how appreciative they were to have fresh water, and we just take this so much for granted.
The trip has made a huge impact on my life. When I got back and had to go to the supermarket, I just looked around, and the gluttony of food that was available was just heartbreaking. But having been in a community where if the crops failed, the people don't eat, people in the UK do not realise how lucky we are when having free access to water, food and education.
I feel really privileged and proud that I get to work with a business that really puts the heart of people at is at the forefront of what they do, and they really mean it. It's not a tick box exercise.
To see the children of Uganda going to a school where there is no electricity, there is no clean water, some of the children are drinking rainwater and they are sitting on a dirt floor, it's just heartbreaking.
When you come back, you start to question the way that you're living and how you can use your own skills to support others, to better yourself. And I think that's the biggest thing that I take, is coming back, is seeing how I can be a better leader to influence change here within the UK and hopefully internationally at some point too.